Hey, another thing too, guys, like, when we change those guys, it's $380 each change. So, I've changed it twice now, okay? Guess who pays for that? Shall I charge you, Kim? You know, so that's why it all went in as one, cost us $300 for the 46 people. When I had to change 2 more, then I went back and changed another 3, it's another 380.
That, and they won't keep on doing it. Like, they've given us 46 spots, they won't keep on changing guys in now, they'll just say, no, that's it. You'll lose the spot. So we're looking at the quality of the information and the documentation that we need for the visa applications, and then we'll be looking at how long it takes for the, and that's keyed into how long it takes for the visas to be approved. And that's going to be the 2 stages now are the time or how long it takes us to get that quality information. So hopefully, if we can get it within a week, then it means that we can go on to making the applications before the end of this coming week.
Yeah.
And then they will fast track it for us if we can make the applications in a timely fashion. So if they're saying if we can do it in a couple of weeks, they're going to fast track the application for us. If it takes us longer than that to get the application in, it'll go on the pile with everybody else. So it'll make the difference of a month in approvals. So if we can get it in quickly, then we're going to be fine. With the quality of the documentation, it's a colour copy of the passport photo. So that's a black and white copy. It's difficult, once you scan it into to the computer, put on the application, it's difficult for the officer to read. So I want a colour copy, and it's also the photo, it degrades the photo. With a colour copy, the signature down the bottom is notarized or certified. We need it notarized or certified. And then it has to be scanned, not a photo.
Yeah.
Not a photo that's scanned or a camera scanner.
Yeah.
Take it to a computer place or the equivalent to a warehouse, stationery or whatever. And try and get, like, you've got 15, get them all together, right? And then send them all together. So get them to put them on one file and send it over, so we're not picking up one if you can. For the photos, it's the passport photo that you guys have got. So it's that one there, a passport photo. That passport photo, if you take it to the same place it's going to be scanned, they'll scan it as a photo, so as a JPEG file, and they'll send it to us. If they scan it as a PDF file, which is what a normal file is, if they scan it as one of those, it degrades the quality of the photo, and it may not be acceptable for immigration, which means if we put it in, then it'll stop, they'll send it back again, and then we'll have to go through the process again. So I'll try and quality check all the documents before they go in, because I don't want anything to come back. Essentially, I'm lazy. So I want to do it one time. I want to do it one time, do it right, and then and it's an advantage for everybody because it gets our approvals quicker and it gets the guys here quicker. For you guys, the medicals is just an X-ray, so it's a test X-ray, but it needs to be done at an Immigration New Zealand registered medical centre. Okay, so that you can do it at a doctor, and then they'll have to send it to the medical centre, and the medical centre will have to go through it to see whether or not they accept the doctor. And that's problematical for us because it just means extra time. So at Immigration New Zealand Medical Centre, you'll recognise one of those. That's what you got from your own medicals. They will supply everybody, once they have their chest X-ray, they'll give everybody one of these. Now what we need, we don't exactly need the form, but it would be better to have the form scanned with all the rest of the information. What we do need, if they're having trouble with that, what we do need is the NZER number, which is underneath the the QR code. The barcode. And then, for the Fijian guys, your PC. We only need the PC receipt, so we don't need the actual document, so we only need that. And then these guys, when they go to the police station to do it, they just tell them it's for Immigration New Zealand. And then they'll send it to Immigration New Zealand, it'll be linked together with our application. The guys, FBI. The cost. So there's a, of course there's a fee for everything. They will, naturally they'll need to pay their own X-ray and police clearance, that type of stuff. For my fee, I can't speak for what's happening with the airfares and all that type of stuff that you guys are going to have to talk to Joe and Stu about, But for my fee, what I plan to do is, my responsibility essentially is to get the visa. So for my fee, what I will do is deduct after they get here. So if they come here, if we're able to get them here in June, I would start the deduction in July. So I give them a month with a couple of pay packets in their pocket, and then I'd start to deduct after that. Deduction will be the same as what everyone's paying, $250 a fortnight or a pay, and then it's the same fee, so $1,500 for my fee. In terms of the application fee is $495. That's not included in my fee. That'll have to be found, and that's in negotiation between you guys and Mahiraka.
The journalist say, too much.
You all stay home now. Your ones already cost us money.
Yeah, so that I can't hold that up because we can't put the applications in until the application fee's there. So we don't want to spend one extra day. So I have been talking to these guys about it, but they'll make their arrangements with you about how it's going to get sorted out.
Deducted from your wages.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to email out samples of what we need, but we also need a contract signed. So I'm going to give you just the contract signing page. Yeah? Then we also need a job description or job offer signed. We need some Immigration New Zealand forms signed. Then I'm going to do the deduction form out as well, so I don't have to go around and see 41 guys or 45 guys when they come back. Do it at the start. And I'm going to email those to you. So I'll bid them 2 separate packages, and then the one that will go up to the guy will be all intact in one, and it'll just have a big cross as to where they should sign. Unless you want me to send the whole package. If you want me to send the whole contract, I can send the whole contract to everybody. But what that means for them is that they'll have to get it all out, and then they find the signing page and get it all back and rescan it. What they should do is just trust you. You tell them, oh, this is the contract page, just sign that page and send it back to me, and then it's the easiest way to do it. So all we get back is like 4 pages with their signature in it, and then we just build the contract from there. And it goes back to the quality of the documentation. So if the quality of the documentation or the scan is good, then I can just slip the contract page back into the contract, no difference. If it's shitty, then there's too big a difference between just the signature page and the contract, and the officer will just look at it and say, these people haven't seen the rest of the contract. All they've done is sign it, so we can't have that. But if anything's a problem, then you just contact me, and then we'll work it out. Don't agonise over something that you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't find this, you can't find that. Just hit me up, and then we'll work it out as to how we're going to do it. They might be able to find a medical centre that is immigration medical centre. If they can't, let me know, because I can get a big list of all the medical centres in your area that are suitable.
Credited to.
And I can flick it back to
We
you.
all okay with medical centres though?
Yeah, with that, yeah.
That-
Oh,
Yours are good, eh?
yeah.
Yours are good?
Yeah, that'll be all right.
You fellas are all good, so you shouldn't have any problems with that medical centre stuff, eh? And the police clearance stuff, you shouldn't have any problems with that. It's just making sure it comes back in the right form
Yeah.
and quality.
For the PC, you can do that straight away. Like you can go into the local police station and get it done straight away. For the medical, you may not be able to get that straight away. For the medical, if you can get the booking sheet, just the booking sheet, then we can lodge the application just with the
Even
booking
with the
sheet.
booking sheet.
Yeah, means we don't have to wait, because it might be 1 week for the
Bayaran
medical.
anak ko to.
Means we don't have to wait for the
Bisa
medical.
booking sheet.
Just send the booking sheet,
Oh,
and
Kung
then
kinang pero kung maulay sila.
Iulat pa ang better response sa email.
I tried to, some of you guys sent some stuff the other day, and I tried to print it, and we can't print it. Because it come off the phone, or come off some other
Wala pa
thing,
sila
our printer,
medical.
or my computer won't recognise it, and I can't print the bloody
Booking
thing.
slip iya.
Yeah, so we need to make sure it's all in the right formats, that's what he's saying, and it's gotta go to the right people, the computer people, to get it to us, so we can actually do it.
When they sign the contract, did they notary on that or not? Certified it or
No,
not?
just the passport.
Just a
part.
passport.
I've got everybody's, email address. You still use your email, then? If, what I'll do is I'll email out, and then I'll also text you to your phone.
Yeah.
That it's gone, but it'll be there before Monday. It'll be there tomorrow, so we can get going.
Just leave it
And, who's the guy that's not coming
there.
back?
He's just crossed it now. Another $380.
I don't think he would have terms of that, mate.
Oh, I do, that's 3 times this guy's done this.
So,
He should be looking in terms of the application.
She was over here crying, Joe, please, can I bring my wireless? Can I bring my wireless? She said, nah, she said, go over here, other arms.
I know, the word's gone out because there's a lot of guys that run me
Oh,
in the last few days.
I get about 30 emails from Fijian boys every day. Never even heard of them. I want job. Need my brother. Unbelievable.
The key to that too, like, with all these guys that are ringing up trying to get guys in, the key to it is still that the guys that come in have got to be able to meet production.
yeah.
Because if they don't meet production, then the next guys won't be coming.
That's the thing, cause
Yeah, so you can't just bring somebody, I know you guys haven't done that, but for everybody else, if anybody asks you, they've got to be able to meet production. You
On-
can't just bring them in because
on
being a
this-
good bloke.
on this visa thing, on this border exemption class, would they monitor if those guys are really productive?
I do.
I mean the immigration, cause cause the next lot with the border
I want
opens,
one of your
they
other
might-
brothers that just come in, eh?
They will because of this reason. So, the first visa we get is for anybody without forestry experience. So most of the guys on the list don't have forestry experience, or they might have some forestry experience, but they can't prove it. So they might have been working like in Fiji,
Just
they
legal
might have been
jobs.
working 3 months here, then another 3 months there, another 3 months. But for Fiji, if you don't pay FNPF payments for your forestry job, then we can't use it. So it means that they have to have the high school leavers letter. If no experience, they have to have high school leavers letter. A high school leavers letter, if they've got no experience, it's only gonna get us 1 year. Because no experience. But after the 1 year,
Yeah, where they
that
have
1 year,
experience.
that 1 year will get us a 3-year visa. So they need the high school leavers. In Fiji, it didn't become law to finish high school until I think 2009.
I think they're here.
It's 1 year. So you thought you could leave high school when you were 13, 14 years old, and it didn't matter. But now, you've got to be
Finish.
17, so
You gotta finish it.
finish high school. Yeah. So, same before this, but before this, it's been longer.
We have a new thing that K-12, you finish at 18, 17, 17?
Ah,
Year 13?
17 ata.
Before we only finish high school at 15.
Yeah.
Yes, finish my high school 15. So that's, you were talking about that, when on that July opening, that's what,
Yeah.
for the work experience in there. So these guys, when they get, is only getting 6 months, eh?
No, they'll get a year.
A year?
Yeah.
Ah, that's good. I thought it was only 6 months.
They'll get a year, and then the second visa that they get will be 3 years because of the 1 year
That's
contract. And then we don't know. There might be a pathway for residency for them too,
No, okay.
but it'll be 2 or 3 years down the track before they announce it.
Are they still gonna do it again, the government?
Possibly gonna do it again.
Oh, that's good.
Having said that, it's unlikely that this government will be back in.
That's the thing too. Looks like they're gonna lose.
Yeah, but who the hell are you gonna put in?
But this is an,
That's fun.
it's an immigration New Zealand.
Yeah.
So yeah, there might be the chance for them to be open, but that's where your production comes in. When they apply for the visa for the second, for the 3-year visa, if they're not making production, it's unlikely they'll get
They
3
get-
years. Yeah. That's why your production always matters, because you get paid at the end of the day. But that's why it matters for these boys, is that if they do not make the production by the end of the first year,
That's it.
it's unlikely they'll be able to roll over. And the employer's got to offer the job and all that kind of stuff as well, so.
Now, in English, see on the back of that one there, in English, you write down your email address. On the back, yep.
Well-
Just in case, eh?
Yeah, and phone number.
And phone number.
And I'll text you as well as email out to you. I'll just let you know. that there's an
Something
email.
that Phil can read, eh?
Got the photo,
Yeah,
scan it.
scan it. Scan it as a JPEG file.
Yeah.
A JPEG file is specifically for photos.
Passport size photo.
Yeah, and it doesn't diminish the quality of the photo. If it goes back from PDF to JPEG to PDF, every time you switch it over.
Sort of blurry
it's the same
stuff,
stuff,
yeah.
yeah. But I'll put that in the email as well, I'll just put JPEG file. And then
Yeah.
anybody,
I don't think I'm asking for much, but we want all this by the end of the week. Because we want everyone to come in as soon as possible, boys.
the only thing that should hold you up is the medical.
Yeah.
And the medical, all we need is the book sheet.
We already have our medical. It's just Jerry's.
I just need to make sure it's in this file, these, so we can read it, eh? That's all.
The photo, the immigration is on one, you guys should be sweet, you young people.
It's just this. So we need to know the words there.
Colour copy?
Colored copy.
The Nancy Flo's got some work to do.
That's, that copy, see how it's, dark around the photo? It's because there's light bleeding into the scanner. So it might be just a portable scanner, and once they put the document in, there's a gap in between, and if light bleeds in, and that's what it comes out as.
Some nice clear ones, and some of the-
Yeah, that's it. For your copy.
Check it lang na.
Notaryo. Dito sa
Sa
Pilipinas.
abogado ba?
Panotaryoan din scan.
Timothy's, on the left hand side is a.
Dili, i-print ang passport. Nana ba na aya panotaryohan.
Ah, ilang ano?
Pasign nga certified na passport copy to ba.
So you don't need any more information off them, eh? That's cool.
We'll work it out as we go.
Yeah.
I think it's better than just instead of the whole contract even. But I mean, they might ask for the contract.
They can have it.
Yeah.
After we sign it,
We sign
after
it.
they send it back,
Yeah.
they sign, because you guys will need it for follow.
Yeah, they need
So
it
we're
for
gonna
color.
send it all through, and that's the reason, another reason why they need a good scanned copy, so that when it goes to Polo, it looks.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah.
Cause when I had my one last time, it was scanned from, cause the,
Onto the document, like, there's documentation for that, there's not just the contract, there are stuff, all that has to put out there.
we didn't do the polo before, that's just